Yes, I thought I'll do a video on this. 5 guys who could actually beat Ilia Topuria. And welcome to Quantum MMA. Please subscribe. Yeah, I'm gonna threaten you guys with that statement here afterwards. That's pretty much it. Yeah, let's move on. I thought I'll make a video about like 5 guys who I feel could beat Ilia Topuria. I'm doing this not to take a diss at Ilia Topuria or anything like that. It's after UFC 308. I uploaded my predictions for Moreno versus Albasi card. Apparently that video did not do well, and even YouTube said my previous videos did well, so I have to come up with some ideas based on Topuria, which is like, so I thought like why not let me start this one. 5 guys, because right now Ilia Topuria is the star of UFC right now. I think he's solidified himself as the star and the king of the featherweight division. So I thought like I'll come up with 5 different guys who could actually beat him, like take the O away from him. So yeah, let me go ahead and start with the first guy, which obviously a lot of you guys must know, which is Yair Rodriguez. I know it really sounds stupid of me, feels like it isn't there, but trust me, like stylistically, all matchup is about styles, and stylistically, if Yair Rodriguez, if we could use the similar footwork and stuff from the Josh Emmett fight, I'm telling you, because when you get close to Ilia Topuria, that's when he is able to strike, and Yair Rodriguez's footwork was amazing, and even Volkanovski said that his footwork is like second to none. So as a result, that's why he thought he'll even wrestle with him. Yeah, I think Yair Rodriguez can actually beat him. I mean, actually finish him. With this crazy weird ass leg kicks, and even with his awkward foot style as well. And even if you guys have noticed, Ilia Topuria versus Jai Herbert matchup. I know it was a short notice matchup, but still, it was a head kick, that Jai Herbert caught Ilia Topuria, and Ilia Topuria almost got KO'd. It was such a flush, like a shin to the chin kind of a kick, and still Ilia Topuria was not knocked out. I don't think so, he'll knock him out clean. Could be a TKO in the later rounds, because yeah, Yair Rodriguez has a good, decent chin, is what I thought, until he faced Volkanovski. Yeah, hopefully, Yair Rodriguez has a good chin. He's recovered well and good, and if he is able to, maintain the distance and engage in the tactical, footwork and the pressure that he puts on his opponents, like what he did against Josh Emmett, I think he could actually win against Ilia Topuria, if I were to say. I feel like that is very much a possibility. So I'll give you the counter argument as well. How do I see Ilia Topuria winning this matchup? I think he could actually start wrestling with him, take him down, control him, probably get a second round submission if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that is Ilia Topuria's way of winning. But if Yair Rodriguez has one last chance, one opportunity, if that's everything that he ever wanted, what would he do? He would actually go for it. Yeah, I'm sort of saying Eminem song lyrics, couple of sentences, right? I hope so, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like Yair Rodriguez has a better chance. Then let's move on to the next matchup, where who I feel like has a better chance up against Ilia Topuria. It's none other than Sugar Sean O'Malley. Yeah, I think Bantam, I always believe Bantamweight division is the most talented division in the UFC roster. You guys can go check out my video where I talked where I have ranked divisions based on which division is the most talented and which division is the least talented. I think based on that, I always have felt like Bantamweight is the most talented division, and I obviously feel like Sean O'Malley again with his crazy footwork, and he's got KO power. Let's be frank, he's got some proper KO power. I think another 10 pounds, if he's able to have the proper 10 pounds, and he's got good decent takedown defense as well. I think with all these things put together, I think he could really surprise Ilia with his footwork, and I wouldn't be surprised if he catches some nice flush and clean to the chin. Imagine Sean O'Malley is not the type of guy who's going to shy away from trash talk. And if this is something you guys noticed in the build up to UFC 308, during the press conference, When Max Holloway said something like, I don't know, maybe Barcelona or something, immediately Ilia Topuria lost his shit. He's like, hey, if you say Barcelona, like I'm gonna ask you to do a 10 second, like I don't know, probably like Ilia Topuria lasts for only 10 seconds in his bed with his wife, I reckon. I don't know, probably like she should post on it. Yeah, I think that's how funny it is. Yeah, uh, what else to say? Yeah, so apparently, I think if someone can talk shit, I think Sean O'Malley will try to, talk a little bit of shit, and that might actually get into Ilia Tupuria's head. And I think Ilia Topuria might even start the matchup really fast, trying to KO him as soon as possible, and that might actually tire him out because if in case anyone noticed something, Sean O'Malley against Chitawara, I think for 5 rounds he really went nice and clean. I don't think so. I don't think so. He's got a bad swing. I think he has a good, decent takedown defense for a guy like Ilia Topuria. Obviously, I think he can do it. And plus, more than that, I feel like he could actually catch him. Probably when he's rushing or when he's rushing to, imagine when Sean O'Malley is against the cage and Ilia Topuria is rushing in, so that you could go for like a 4-punch combo which KOs, Sean O'Malley. I think Sean O'Malley could actually catch him at that time with an elbow, knee, and probably disengage and probably catch him again with much harsher punches. That's what I feel, this thing. Again, similar to what is the other way. Obviously, like Ilia Topuria to win, I'm gonna say like he might actually win by a KO or something like that in the second or third round, or submission as well. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's move on to the next man, which is none other than Alexander Volkanovski. I know Alexander Volkanovski is a 36-plus-year-old man. He's almost 37. He got KO'd by Ilia Topuria in the previous matchups in the second round, which was like with a lot of casuals. What would they say? This is much faster than Max Holloway got KO'd. And yeah, but in case if anyone noticed something, I think you guys can actually go and check it in the YouTube video. I think like Alexander Volkanovski is 4 weeks out, like training for UFC 298. In the video towards the end, if you guys can actually watch it, if possible, if someone who's watching this, you guys can comment in the comment section. There is an exact similar combination or opening that Volkanovski had. He was against the fence, meaning like against the wall in the gym, and his training partner went for like a couple of punches and he just stopped over there because this is a, how do you call, like it's a sparring session. Fuck, I forgot it. It's a nice word. Yeah, it's a sparring session. Obviously, he's not going to go for the kill. It was like the similar situation what Alexander Volkanovski had in the matchup against Ilia Topuria in the second round, and that was not a sparring match. So Topuria went in for the kill, a 4-punch combo, and he just KO'd him clean flush. And plus, he was returning from a head kick KO as well, back-to-back KOs. It's going to be almost a year. If one thing that I personally believe with Volkanovski's team would be, they always really prepare well. They really do their homework. They know what to do, when to do, how to do. And if I'm not wrong, I think in this next matchup, I'm pretty sure, Volkanovski, I think, is going to focus much more on the cardio and much more on exiting. I don't think so he'll try to, linger around the fence quite a lot. I think he's going to have multiple strategies and ways of exiting in case when he gets backed up against the fence. I think his jab was on point, his leg kick commandment. His leg kick was on point. Ilia Topuria started to feel the leg kicks. I think this time he's going to come, in fact, if you really notice the first fight, he even started checking the leg kicks at one point. I think even Demetrius Johnson said this. A lot of them who know the fight, they actually know. Like Ilia Topuria is not actually fighting with his hands. He is fighting with his hip and his feet. Like his feet, knees, hip, everything. That's what he actually fights. I think that is what, with that only he engage, he, how do you say, absorbs the power from the ring, I must say, like from wherever he's standing from earth, and he just uses that power. It's the first rule while punching someone. And I think Ilia Topuria's base might get affected when he's fighting against a guy like Volkanovski. And imagine like 10-15 kicks, I think his legs could be compromised. More than that, 10-15 kicks followed by like 30-40 jabs. And I think Alexander Volkanovski's team, and if I'm not wrong, I think they are pretty much working on like his endurance, his chin, and more than that is exit options, as I already said, and also you guys know it, which is like ring control. Where to keep the fight, when to keep the fight. And if I'm not wrong, if Alexander Volkanovski's team is one of my favorite fighters, so I might be biased over here. If I'm not wrong, if his team is really watching this video, or if someone can actually share it to Alexander Volkanovski's team, one thing I really want you to know is whenever Ilia Topuria says my time is now or it's gonna come, something like that, it means like he's got a plan. Whatever position that you are in, just disengage or just go to clinch. Just try to take him down, if not clinch him, and just try to take him down and control him. That's it, nothing more than that. And I think Alexander Volkanovski has a better chance in this matchup than the first matchup when he was against Topuria. I feel like he could win. There is a possibility he could win, but still, I wouldn't be surprised if Topuria wins. Again, these are just like me coming up with a different type of guys who could actually beat. Could be right. I feel like it should be right. Yeah, let's go. I think Alexander Volkanovski has a better chance in the second matchup. So yeah, let's move on to the next matchup, which is mate. Yeah, which is Islam Makhachev. Come on, mate. Let's be fair. I know everybody's saying this. Stylistically, I'm telling you, Ilia Topuria can actually stiff KO Islam Makhachev really bad, nice and clean. I think he could actually finish him in the first round. No, I think probably in the second round there is a much higher possibility than people think. I think he could finish him, but in reality, do I think that will happen? Come on, think it through. Anybody who faces Islam Makhachev, he trash talks a little bit, and Ilia Topuria doesn't react well when someone trash talks him. And more than that, forget about I personally feel like even Islam Makhachev, or let it be Habib or something, even in a YouTube channel when you tend to comment somewhere, it's not them personally saying stuff. My God, the fan base that these guys have, and trust me, I personally know in the Asian market, especially in the South Asian parts, oh yeah, Ilia Topuria is going to get a lot of bad messages. Trust me, vulgarish to the core, and I'm pretty sure it might disengage his mind from reality. That's how worse it will be. I think that's how bad it will be. And yeah, I think rather than them doing the mental work, I think these guys are going to mess around with the mind of Ilia Topuria. And I'm pretty sure Islam Makhachev's manager, Ali Abdul Aziz, the manager, who's already got 2 champions as of now, who's able to get a guy that he manages called as Umar Nurmagomedov, make him get a title shot much easily than people think. I think they wouldn't be stupid of fighting Ilia Topuria in US or anywhere in the US soil or anywhere else. I'm pretty sure they would bring the matchup in the Middle East, and I think there will be a lot of things happening in the background, which you guys obviously know. Anybody who's watched the sport, they know. I think Islam Makhachev finishes him. I wouldn't be surprised if Islam Makhachev finishes him in the second, third, fourth via a triangle choke, or if not, a head kick KO. I wouldn't be surprised, if this happens or this occurs. I think Ilia Topuria has the best chance of beating Islam Makhachev right now, after Arman, I must say. But if it happens in the US soil or in the US soil, that's it. If it is in the Middle East, I think you can write it off. Come on. When was the last time a proper Dagestani guy or even a guy from that particular region has been beaten, beaten, and not even in a good way, in a bad way? Yeah, right now I know, even in my head I'm thinking of Ikram Aliskarov, but come on, that's like a once, come on, he was unprepared, and I don't know, that guy was trying to strike. I don't know, I can't help it, But most of the times, like if you really see, most of the times, as in like 90% of the times, I think they always win over there. It's their forte, They are much closer to the place than the people. I know, like people might say, like Ilia Topuria is from Georgia. Come on, let's think it through. He is Georgian, but he's been, like brought up in Spain for a long time. He calls himself a Matador. He has, celebrities from Spanish football teams who accompanies him. I feel like he feels like a much, what do you call it, as greater guy, a well Spanish guy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like Makhachev finishes him. That's how. And so far, I've talked about 4 guys. Let me go for the 5th guy, which is John Silva. I know nobody must have heard of this guy. I don't think so he's even ranked yet, but I'm pretty sure he will be ranked sooner than people think. And he has an amazing chance against Ilia Topuria. He is one of the fighting nerds, mate. He is one of the fighting nerds. He fought against Charles Jourdain or Johnson, if I'm not wrong, and he finished him. It's not just the fact that he finished him, it's his boxing prowess, mate. It's his elbows, him catching, his footwork, his ankles, his rhythms, the way he came in, to strike with him, and the way he exited when he's against the cage, people think you can rush on him, but in fact, no, he actually, people think when they are, when John Silva is going near the cage, people think they are setting him against the cage. No. John Silva is actually, I think he's setting you guys, he's making you come so that, he can counter you guys in a much harsher way. After that matchup, I don't know whether you guys believe it or not, he's a featherweight, by the way. He's an unranked featherweight guy. He fought with Drew Dober in a really short notice matchup. I think it was less than 10-15 days or something like that. After the first matchup, he did not have enough preparation time, if I'm not wrong. He came and he started fighting. I know his career trajectory looks somewhat similar to Ilia Topuria as well. Ilia Topuria was at least knocked in the first round. Nothing happened. Drew Dober, the guy, he went in for the kill multiple times. But John Silva, I don't think so. Like he was even prepared. I think Drew Dober was not prepared for John Silva. This guy schooled him. He schooled him, and it was like a TKO because like he really injured his eye quite a lot. There was a severe cut, by the way. But more than that, most of the fight he was winning. Drew Dober had nothing. He tried to take him down. Practically, he was unable to. His chin is really good. He's lost a couple of times, but. He's never been knocked out, or I don't think so he's been finished as well. I think he's going to get much better than people think, and in due course of time, in another 2 years, let me say, John Silva is there, and oh my god, he's a nightmarish guy, mate. He's the real deal, he's the real devil. I think he can actually finish Ilia Topuria, not just finish him. I feel like he might actually school Ilia Topuria. I feel like he might actually school him. Plus, more than that, another thing which John Silva does, which I feel like is a part of his strategy, is he often shakes his hand in the middle of the fight. Yeah, let's do IFL, let's do this, let's both hug each other, let's both, do a quick dance over here and celebrate, let's have a party. I'm just like, come on. I feel like even that is a form of, strategy. I feel like he must be following. He's trying to break away his opponents. Whatever his opponent thinks, I'm gonna come with this counter hook right now, or I'm gonna go with this type of a combination. But John Silva, when he, touches their hands or, high fives them, I think he subconsciously, I think he's trying to do, or if not, I'm just talking some shit so that, I get that desired time output. That's pretty much it. I think John Silva has a much better and higher chance of finishing and schooling Topuria at the same time. Than most of these guys. So far, 5 guys it has been: Yair Rodriguez, Sean O'Malley, and Alexander Volkanovski, Islam Makhachev, and John Silva. And yeah, there is one more guy. I know I said 5 guys in the video. Even my thumbnail says 5 guys, but I'm gonna do all the things I like. Come on, I thought Max Holloway will never crack. I thought Robert Whittaker would never be finished in the first round. He got finished. And I even thought a lot of things that would never happen in life. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck Ariel Avani. I hope yeah, I hope Rampage Jackson beats the living shit out of Ariel Avani someday. I saw the recent interview of him versus Volk. He was such a pathetic, sick fuck, mate. I'm telling you. Let's move on. The guy who I think has the best chance of beating Ilia Topuria is Movsar Evloev. I know, the undefeated guy. Never trust a guy who goes for a decision. This guy hardly finishes people. This guy is all, I think most of his wins were like decisions. And what else? Even I think I'm honest. He lost against Arnold Allen. I'm pretty sure about it. He lost it, but still, if anybody that is something who can beat Ilia Topuria, it's the decision guys. It's a decision guy, mate. Movsar is a decision guy. His manager is Ali Abdelaziz. Look at this. What's Ilia Topuria going to do? He's going to strike with him. Let him strike. Ilia Topuria had his base in Greco-Roman wrestling. It's good, it's well, it's nice. That's why his wrestling is really good. And catch guys, he can do multiple things. Nothing happens. Movsar is the master of sport of Greco-Roman wrestling. If anybody who wants to see if someone tries to choke Movsar, you guys will find he has an extra esophagus and he has an extra lung as well. Guy doesn't even take deep breath or harder breath. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't mind, even just holding Ilia Topuria against the cage. And I think he has a really good jab. And if someone tries to take him down, I don't think so it will work. I think, plus more than that, I'm honestly saying, don't trust a guy who does, whose sole purpose is to win, regardless of it being a decision, What happened, when Belal Muhammad went against Leon Edwards? I know I was not making video at that time, but I swear to God, I'm telling you guys, I predicted Belal to win. Yes, I said he's going to get a decision. That's what happened. And yeah, I think these decision guys are some people that you should be really, really scared of. And you should stay away from them if you guys are in UFC, I think Movsar, look at this. He's undefeated. He's got good takedown. Even in the first matchup against, not in the first matchup, when Ilia Topuria went against Bryce Mitchell, Bryce Mitchell in the first round, Bryce Mitchell took him down, and Ilia Topuria, towards the end of the first round, he took him down. Someone controlled him for 10-15 seconds, I must say. In the second round, again, he was engaging in match, but he's a soy boy cunt. He can't do shit, and that's pretty much it. That is why he was unable to do. But Movsar is not someone like that. Aljo has accused him of a lot of things, as if Aljo is some kind of a guy who doesn't take anything in his body. That's how this guy is kind of an idiot. That's pretty much it. And plus, he was looking like a soy boy, Bryce Mitchell, but Movsar is not a soy boy. Come on, he married someone, underage marriage it was, but still, in that part of the world, it's pretty common. So who am I to say it's his own personal stuff? Yeah, I think he's gonna come. He's gonna jab Ilia Topuria, and when Ilia Topuria tries to make a mistake here and there, or when he tries to say this is my round or something like that, I'm gonna finish you, I think he's just gonna ankle pick him, or if not, try to take him down, engage in a clinch, control him, take his back somehow. Trust me, if this is Ilia Topuria's grappling skills, you can't see my hand, right? Yeah, I'm happy. I know you guys can see this part, but not my wrist, right? Yeah, that's where Movsar Evloev's wrestling talents are there. Plus, he's got Ali Abdelaziz as his manager. I wouldn't be surprised if Ali makes Ilia Topuria fight Movsar Evloev right after the Volkanovski rematch. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Yeah, look at Ali Abdelaziz, man. He's doing better than people thought. Umar beats Merab, by the way. Russian guy beating another Georgian guy. Movsar beating Ilia Topuria. Islam Makhachev, lightweight champion. The three most talented divisions in the entire UFC roster. Ali Abdelaziz, the guy that Ali manages, are going to be the champions, or if not, they are going to be the champions. Can't deal with that. I know welterweight Belal is also being managed by him. I'm picking Shawkat by a fourth round submission. I think he's going to just choke the living shit out of him. But still, this matchup is all about this video is all about Ilia Topuria's 5 guys. Technically, it's 6 guys. My channel, I'm tending to do what I like. Hopefully, you guys have watched till the end. I'll summarize all the 6 guys for you. Starting with Yair Rodriguez. Then obviously the next one is Sugar Sean O'Malley, and the one after that is Alexander Volkanovski in the rematch, and after that it's Islam Makhachev, John Silva, then after that it's none other than Movsar Evloev. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, please like, please subscribe, and yeah, happy to see your take on this as well. Hopefully you guys can give me the number of guys who can actually finish or even win against Ilia Topuria. So hopefully you guys should say yes or no. Who do you guys think is going to win? Yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you.